Rahim sallallahu ala habibi Muhammadin wa alayhi wasallam. Tomorrow, Friday, and you know what you will have to do. No need to remind you. Okay? And today we will study transitional devices. Okay? Transitional words or devices are used to link ideas within sentences. They are used to link ideas within the sentences. Okay? And sentences within paragraph. Okay? And sentences are joined, sentences are linked to each other. Okay? With one another to make good paragraphs. Okay? There, if used correctly, transitional devices, transitional words make writing easier to understand and more mature. So the benefit of using the transitional devices is that they make our writing easier. What is the benefit of using the transition devices? Raise your hands. Make our writing easier to understand. Okay? And what do they make? More mature. They make our writing more mature. Okay? First one is addition, transitional device of addition. When we want to add something, okay, we use the transitional device of addition. That is and, again, and then this happened, okay, besides, okay, equally or equally important, finally, further, furthermore, nor, to, next, lastly, what's more, moreover, in addition, first, second, like this, They are used to bring some addition in our thoughts, in our sentences, in paragraphs, okay? That's why they are called the transitional devices of addition. Okay, next one. Whether all the sentences are visible, properly visible, okay? Sentences are the matter that I am teaching, it should be visible, okay? Are you listening to me? Got. Comparison. Then there are transitional devices of comparison. Please ask them to stay away. Comparison. Whereas, but, yet, on the other hand, however, nevertheless, on contrary, comparison, where, compared to, up against, balanced against, vis-a-vis, but, although, conversely, meanwhile, after all, in contrast, although, this may be true. Okay, like these things, they are the transitional devices of comparison. When we try to make a comparison between two things or three things like that, okay? Okay, like this yet and on the other hand, okay? This mic is good, but on the other hand, that mic has got the best quality, okay? No issue. They need to use hearing aids, okay? To prove, when we want to, please keep it shut. There may not be, just shut the window, also shut the window. So that put the chair in front of the door. Next one is prove. To prove something, we use because, for, since, for the same reason, obviously, evidently, furthermore, okay, besides, indeed, in fact, addition, in any case, that is, okay. When we want to prove something, we use the transitional devices of proof. Okay? Or we want to justify something, we use transitional devices of justification or proof to show exception. Okay? When something is quite, you can say, exception mean when all the students, they are behaving in the same way and one is behaving in a different way, that is exception. Okay, that is called exception. I'm not talking about any of you. Okay, do you understand that? Next one is still, however, all the students are good, yet there is one student. Okay, that is much better. Okay, however, it should be taken as, in opposite meaning. Okay, however, nevertheless, in spite of, despite of, course, once in a while, sometimes. Okay, once in a while, she remains silent. Next one is to show time. These are the transitional devices when we want to show time. Okay, for example, immediately. It has something to do with the time. Immediately open your books. Okay, it means I am asking you to quickly open your books. Okay, thereafter, soon, after a few hours, finally, then, later, previously, formerly, first, second, next, and then. Next one is to repeat, in brief, as I have. This is the transition device of repeat. When we want to repeat something, in brief, as I have said, as I have noted, as has been noted. Okay, keep silent, as I have said you to keep silent. Okay, or as I had given you the message to keep silent. Okay, next one is to emphasize, when we want to lay stress on something. Okay, when we want to enhance the importance of something, or when we want to show the importance of something. Okay, that is called to emphasize. These are the definitely, honesty is the best policy. When I say definitely honesty is the best policy, it means I am laying stress, okay, or enhancing the importance of honesty. Extremely, obviously, in fact, indeed, in any case, absolutely, absolutely not, positively, naturally, surprisingly, forever, perennially, externally, eternally, never, emphatically, unquestionably, without a doubt, certainly, undeniably, and then without reservation. Without reservation. Next one is to show sequence. Then there are transitional devices of sequence, first, second, third, and so forth, A, B, C, and so forth. Next, then, following this, at this time, now, at this point, afterwards, subsequently, finally, consequently, before this, previously, simultaneously, concurrently, thus, therefore, hence, next, and then soon. Okay? When you read the newspaper, you should, try to observe whether they are using the transitional devices or not while reading the newspaper or while reading any English text. For example, next you are reading the poem, and then next you are reading some chapter on some story. See whether they are using these transitional devices and in what context they are using that. So through these transitional devices, you will come to know whether the writer wants to emphasize something, or wants to show sequence, or wants to repeat something, or wants to make a comparison, or wants to add something, or wants to prove something, or wants to show exception, or wants to show time. Okay? Next one is to give an example. When we want to give an example, we use the transitional devices of example. That is, for example, there is a student in my class who is giving her duty honestly. Okay? Or who is doing her duty honestly and sincerely. Okay? For instance. Okay? For instance it also means for example. Okay? in this case, in another case, on this occasion, in this situation, take the care of, to demonstrate, to illustrate, as an illustration, to illustrate. Okay, these are the transitional devices of example. Okay, the easy way to understand them, the easy way to guess them, the easy way to you can say observe them is to, whenever you are reading some text, observe how these transitional devices are used in the text. Okay, so you will automatically know how to use them in your text. Okay, and if you have any question or queries in your mind, let me know. Thank you very much. Have a nice time. Allah Hafiz.